Hello, and welcome to day 54 of the Assassin's Creed Marathon on our march to the release of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Here we are, the end of our journey as Edward Kenway, Scourge of the Caribbean Sea. It's been a rough road for Edward. Ups and downs, friends have died. But he's been to the observatory, and he's maybe thinking of being an assassin. But who knows? We're still a pirate right now. Let's find out how this game ends, shall we?
I know my targets by sight well enough. But how will I find them?
We have spies and informants in every city. Visit our bureaus and the assassins there will guide you.
That fixes Torres and Rogers. Bartholomew Roberts won't be near any city. It might take months to find him.
Or years. But you're a man of talent and quality, Captain Kenway. I believe you will find him.
And if you're at a loss, don't be afraid to call on your quartermaster for aid.
Quartermaster! What's our present course?
Due west, Captain, if it's still Kingston we're sailing for.
It is indeed, Miss Bonny. Call it out.
Weigh anchor and let fall the courses, lads. We're sailing for Jamaica.
Love me some and Bonnie. Well, for those of you curious,
How does it feel to bark so loud?
What we're
I've
going to talk
barked
about
louder,
today.
and to men twice as
Today,
rough.
Tending bar at the old Avery, you mean?
Among other places. And I sailed with Mary and Rackham for a time, remember?
Of course.
Mary did most of the captaining, Jack did most of the drinking.
Did Mary... Did she ever tell you who it was that fathered her child?
It was a young fella. Sailed with us on that last voyage. Poor lad was killed fighting beside us. The only man not too drunk to stand up for himself.
There was so much about her I didn't know. I called her a friend. But was I one in return?
She thought the world of you, Edward. No worries about that.
Well, that's good to hear.
Trim the yards off the wind! Good shot to cripple! We're ready! Fire! Balls and border, sir!
my ship went down faster than I expected it to. Like, a
That's
lot
up!
quicker.
Let's get moving!
Keep your distance!
But for those of you curious what we're going to talk about today, we are going to talk about Dominic Torres. And we are going to talk about that one thing back from, I think it was Assassin's Creed 2 that I first mentioned it, that I said we were going to wait to talk about. And it's here. We're going to talk about the crystal skulls. Ooh, they would have taken his head off. Like, off. Alright. Yeah, I'm not going to be weird. I think I just knocked my guy in. Everyone's switching about. Okay, like, I know it's a video game and it's crazy, but they have Edward played like he was got life, like he said, and I think it's spark takes into consideration. See what my weapons are. I like this way. Alright, repair the jackdaw, because we got that one ship right there ready to to make us boil.
Careful, Edward!
Awaiting order! Reach the topsail! Gallop!
Cool. Thought we
Loose all!
catch most of
Cruise
the
out to the
ocean.
wind!
Sail! Crowd on!
We'll just finish from down to Jack a little bit. I have no idea what she's carrying. Oh, there was metal in here. Cool. So, the first thing that we're going to talk about actually is we're going to talk about Governor Torres first.
Sails into the wind!
Let's get on to our mission. So I'm going to try to pronounce his full
Look
name,
here, sir.
and
There's something in the water.
I hope that you give me a little bit of leeway because I can't speak Spanish. His name is Laureano de Torres Ayala. He was born in 1645 in Seville, Spain. So he spent most of his life, most of his early life, raised in Madrid. He joined a Spanish expedition to Florida in June 1693. So he's almost 50 at this point when he left Spain. On September 21st, he'd be appointed to governor of Spanish Florida, and he would oversee the process of the construction. Is there any ships actually out there? No. He'd oversee the construction of the final process of the Castello di San Marco in 1695. He'd be governor until 1699. He would also fight for the wars in the War of Spanish Succession in Europe, actually, between 1704 and 1707. It's this battle here that, or I wouldn't say battle, it was his. It was his soldiering, I guess is the best way of putting it, during this war that would earn him the notoriety to become the governor of Cuba on January 18th, 1708. And he worked mainly out of Havana. He passed in 1722, around the age of 77, where...
Want to be left in peace, my friend?
Actually, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to run down here and talk to the harbor master, because we just took a lot of metal.
What can I do for you today?
If there's anything that we can buy, we're probably going to need it. Ram. Mortar. That's what we're going to do. We'll put it in the mortar. Anything else? As long as it's not that silly boat. Because at this point it doesn't matter, does it? I'll just buy that rowboat. So he would die around the age of 77 in Havana. A pretty simple life, from what I found. Though in lore, he led a bit of a different life. He'd become a Templar in his 20s, and he'd be tasked with finding the observatory. He'd come in contact with the sage, I believe his name was Tom Cavana, in 1673.
All the best.
And then a group of assassins led by the Mayan mentor Bahalm,
Need to disappear, Captain.
or Bethlehem, I'm not quite sure how it's pronounced. They would escape with the sage.
His wife's gone into labor last.
At the beginning of the game is where we picked up, of course, where we picked up with him. That was where he would start what is officially called the West Indies Rite of the Templar Order. His arc actually parallels.
Captain Kenway,
You have something for me?
the present whereabouts of the Templar Woods Rogers. He is attending a small political function, so do it clean.
The word is King George is calling Rogers back to London.
Aye, not happy with his progress in Nassau.
Still too many pirates roaming about, from what I hear.
You'll need a disguise to fool the powderheads at this party. I suggest the visiting diplomat, Ruggiero Ferraro. He's been on our list for some time.
Understood. Will you send this to England for me?
Aye, the ship leaves tomorrow.
Caroline Scott Kenway, Hawkins Lane, Bristol.
So, like I was saying, his in-lore story parallels that of Hatham, Edward's son, because they were both Templars that were tasked to find something that they couldn't, that nobody would think of. The observatory for Torres. Actually, if you listen to this guy, I think it's the same voice actor as Ezio.
I am ready. We go.
But about Hatham, he was tasked to find the Grand Temple and sent to the American colonies, and when he found it but couldn't do anything with it, he would create the colonial American right of the Templar Order, which of course would
There
bring
is
in
no
the United States
beauty
right,
to this city.
and so on and so forth.
No expression
But
of joy.
Torres,
No aesthetic plan.
he wouldn't even find the observatory, but he was
You
sent
walk
by
your
the Spanish
streets like
instead of Kenway
animals.
with the British.
Like cattle with no
To find
sense
the
of
observatory.
decorum.
He couldn't find it, but knew how to find it. So to be able to get the sage, find the observatory, he started the Caribbean Rite of the Templar Order. I just
You are all
saw the
idiots.
parallels when I thought
How
about it
do
today.
English believe
Yeah, I
you
thought
can
it
subdue
was
the world is
Pretty
beyond
cool,
me?
pretty interesting, and I wonder if the parallels were on purpose or not. And we're gonna wait until after we kill Woods Rogers to talk about the crystal skulls.
Ah, praise God for imported
Alright,
wine.
so why didn't that guy do anything? Oh, I don't have anything.
Who can drink rum more than once a month? Dio Dio.
Totally missed my assassination.
Bastard! Now I am lost. How preposterous this city is. All straight lines and rigid blocks and still no sense of order. Oh, how I miss the warm and winding streets of Firenze. How I miss culture. Damn, sweltering heat. Another quote. That is the right note. Sangiovese, finest grape in the world.
Not in the mood to try to hit him from a haystack. He just threw a coat over his robes.
Salve. Forgive the lateness of my arrival. I am Rogerio Ferraro.
Aye, Mr. Ferraro. Not a problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, a toast to my brief tenure as Governor of the Bahamas. For under my watch, no less than 300 avowed pirates took the king's pardon and swore
sit here and wait.
fealty to the crown.
And actually,
And yet,
since we got a lot of
for
time
my
in our hands, let's talk
successes,
about these
His
crystal skulls.
Majesty has seen fit to sack me and
What they
call me
are
home to England.
are human
Brilliant.
skull
God bless
hardstone carvings, made of
Therefore,
either
hooray! Hooray for the
clear
noble
or
and
milky
ignorant
white quartz.
pricks who rule the world
Many
with
of the
sticks
crystal
up their
skulls
asses.
are claimed to be
Hooray!
pre-Columbian in origin, usually attributed to Aztec or Mayan civilization. But none of the skulls in museum collections come from
How is
documented
Mrs. Rogers
excavations.
these days?
I haven't the faintest idea, and I don't intend to inquire any further. We separated almost 5 years ago, and both our lives have been the better for it.
Forgive my curiosity, Governor.
Perhaps I'll be more
Research
candid
done
later,
on
when the
several
remainder of my reason has
skulls
left.
at the British Museum in 1967, 1996, and 2004 show that lines marking the teeth were carved using jeweler's equipment.
Lord, just see me home!
He was a privateer once. How is it you lack so much respect for sailors only trying to make their way in this world?
You couldn't possibly understand my motives, cretin! You have spent a whole lifetime dismantling everything that makes our civilization shine.
But I do understand. I've seen the observatory, and I know its power. You'd use that device to spy and blackmail and sabotage.
Yes. And yet all for a greater purpose. To ensure justice. To snuff out lies and to seek truth.
There's no man on Earth who needs that power.
Yet you suffer the outlaw Roberts to use it.
No. I'm taking it back. And if you tell me where he is, I'll stop the man.
Here at the edge of a blade, I find a friend in you at last.
Principe. You mad bastard. Our best sources say Principe.
Just need to get caught in the middle.
Stay right there!
I need some sort of training exercise.
Oh man.
Stand still!
Yeah, we're gonna sit here. So, they found that, for the most part, these skulls were made with modern jeweler's equipment. Well, I wouldn't say modern. They were they were first built, created, and manufactured in the mid-19th century. The type of crystal was determined to also be found only in Madagascar and Brazil, concluding that the skulls were created in the 19th century in Germany. And that conclusion comes from the fact that that's where most of the quartz in those two areas went to be shipped to create jewelry and other things out of it.
It's done.
Where now?
Grab your kit and pack well. We're sailing for Africa.
One down. Two to go. Well, he gave us 1,000 reales for that. Cool. So
You'll not get free, Jack! Fall in line!
Why do you not listen to me? Please, hear what I say.
there's fast travel there, I wonder.
Captain Kenway, just in time. I'll see you back at...
Didn't even think about fast travel. Principe is this way. You can. Cool. Can I? Is that a fast travel area? Eh. The Journal of Archaeological Science published a detailed study from both the British Museum and the Smithsonian in May 2008. Use electron microscopy. They also used X-ray crystallography. And they found that the British Museum skull was worked on with a hard abrasive substance like corrodium or a diamond and is shaped with a rotary disc.
Every last scrap of duck on the...
Pretty sure Principe is more than 7 kilometers. Just saying.
Oh, do me Johnny Poker, come rock and roll me on. Do me Johnny Poker, do. Oh, do me Johnny Poker, the skipper is a rover. Do me Johnny Poker, do. Oh, do me Johnny Poker, the meat is never.
And then the Smithsonian skull was worked with corrodium, carbonium. Which is basically a synthetic substance that needs modern industrial techniques to manufacture. It was these things in the study that would conclude that the Smithsonian skull would be made in the 1950s or later. The skulls would have claims of healing and supernatural powers, but have no source in the scientific community. It's those claims that led to their position in Assassin's Creed lore. And within lore, there are 3 distinct types of skulls. Let me move here. So, the first type of skull is the function kind of like a monitor. A number of these are called the Mitchell-Hedges communicators, which they're named so because it's based on the most famous crystal skull. If I remember right, it's the only one, or one of the only ones known that is not, that's in a And it was this kind of skull that we first noted. We first got hint of this in the email that Desmond saw in Assassin's Creed. First one, very end. So these communicators would be planned to be used by the Templars for completely secure means of communications. And there were so few of them that they would be only used at the most essential facilities or most essential members of the Templar Order would have them. The second would be more of a record and playback function. This skull would be found in Tenochtitlan by Giovanni Borgia, who was a member of the Italian Assassins. When he returned to Europe, this is the Giovanni Borgia that was Lucrezia's son, not the pagan festival sex baker dude. We can't. Oh, I gotta get around So what Giovanni would do is he would take it to a man named Bombastus, who after several tests would dismiss it as little more than treasure. Giovanni, on the other hand, I gotta check this out. I made a mistake. I'm sailing into modern day. Go around this way. So after Bombastus said to say nothing, Giovanni would continue gazing into it for at least an hour a day for 22 years. And in 1542, an unnamed Chinese man would acquire the skull and use it to contact Giovanni. It's rumored or implied, I can't remember which, that it was Emperor Jiayang, the Templar puppet who had issues with
Starboard! Castaway! Still alive, I think!
assassins at that time during his wedding. Right.
Fire! Fire!
Is that right? Because I don't want to have to sail out. Oh, I could sail there or around. Let's just go through it.
Larboard, sir! Some wrecked cargo here, sir.
Warship incoming, Captain! Frigates! Colours are English! Seems to be a lot. Damage here!
They fire fast enough to hurt us back.
Fire! Fire! Ready to burn, Captain! Fire! Commander, she's scuttled! We're ready, sir! Now firing, sir!
So then we have the third. Oh, I bet you straight on until morning. So the third one is the kind that the sage has. And this one works as a monitoring device by taking blood of the individual to project what they're seeing and hearing at the time. And other than what we see in the game about it, there is no history of it, at least not in that I could find. With this really what we've seen in this game.
Captain! Here's one still kicking!
Who did this?
It were a large vessel, the Royal Fortune.
Roberts.
Offered no quarter, didn't say nothing.
Alright, let's go get him. Hilarious, like jumps the barrel. Or not the barrel, firecrackers. That's the oil in now. Shoot that barrel.
Hold there! There you... You'll not lose us that way, you crazy cock! There's a louse in that thicket there!
There's it. That's fine. This one.
You're not producing a shockwave, you dog! Why? Who chases me now, eh? Is it a spectre come to spook me? Ah, or the gaunt remain of a man I
It's over there. So. My memories seem to be on the boat. It looks like I'm wrong. Here,
Captains aboard! Man on canvas! Let's move!
I don't know if
ready to spit,
it's
sir!
just because the Royal Fortune's got a big butt of a boat,
That
or
wind's
it's
trouble,
just
Edward!
dropped down the cannon fire at the sea.
Steer clear of that, Captain!
That hurts.
Take some damage here! Brace for impact! Reloading! Fire! Fire! Give the orders, sir! Fire! Now! Almost ready, sir! Fire! Fire! Missed! Other hooks, guy!
Edward! There's cross trees on the horizon!
British colours!
The Spanish ships there, Captain! This'll be a mess if we don't hurry!
Brace! Brace yourself!
We'll be trying to sink his ship, Captain! We've a better than even chance!
No. There's a device with him that needs taking. I'll have to board her myself.
How can I not be impressed by the attention you paid me? May the best of we two sing praises of the second.
A merry life and a short one, as promised. How well I know myself. And what of you, Edward? Have you found the peace you seek?
I'm not aiming so high as that. For what's peace but a confusion between two wars?
Oh, you're a stoic then. But perhaps I was wrong about you. She might have had some use for you after all.
She? Of whom do you speak?
Oh, she who lies in wait, entombed. I had hoped to find her, to see her again, to open the door of the temple and hear her speak my name once more.
Talk sense, man.
I was born too soon. Like so many others before.
Where's the device, Robert?
Destroy this body, Edward. The Templars. If they take me...
They already did that. One more target to get. Long Laureano de Torres.
As much sail as you can!
Have you. Actually, we're gonna fast travel because we need to stock up on our. Wait, let's see. Is that the? Oh no, that's Havana. I'm gonna fast travel directly to Havana. Right there. Gotta make sure to buy, fill up mortars and our heavy shot because we're gonna run into some men of war. Haven't been here in a spell.
¡Tú! ¡Puedo darle! ¿A dónde te crees que vas?
Taint you good.
Ah, Captain Kenway. I'm assuming this is the friendliest face you've seen since dropping anchor?
Is Havana under curfew on my account?
Aye. Torres seems to think someone's coming after him.
He's not wrong.
A monkey-looking thing? Is that what I think it is?
Aye. Watch. Through the blood of the governor, we can see through his eyes.
That's by the church.
Keep this safe. Just in case.
I'll be at the bureau. Good luck.
Now here we are at the end of the game, and we've only done 40% is what it said at the beginning. So I just want to point out that that assassin, if you do the keys Templar armor and you meet her, she's fun. She's a little spunky. Ouch. Actually, I'm gonna go talk to the harp master.
Lo tengo justo en la mira. Directamente. Lo tengo a tiro. ¿Puedo disparar? Lo tengo justo en la mira. Quiero hablar con... Lo tengo a tiro. Lo tengo a tiro.
¡Nada suelto!
Why are you guys gonna come at me?
Mantenedlo rodeado. ¿En qué puedo ayudarlo hoy? Seguro que será provechoso para los dos. La llamada del comercio.
That'll be fun if I get him on the field. Alright.
Un placer. Hasta la próxima.
Let's go find him. Oh, come on. Right there. That's our high point right there. That's our way up. He's gonna be around the church. A large church. Not quite as large as Notre Dame in Unity, but it's still rather large. There. Oh, I thought that was a courtyard.
Dar la vida.
Wonder if that was gonna dig up or not. So I went over it, couldn't find them. So unless there's a way inside. Where are you? Torres. Well,
has oído, escoria?
Oh. Oh yeah, there's El Tiburon. Forgot about him. He's gotta die too. We must wipe them all out. But at least this time, I get the star next to him.
Señor, disculpe, pero ¿por qué tenemos que entrar ahí? Ya han enviado a la mayoría de la flota.
¿Estás cuestionando una orden directa, soldado?
No, señor, pero es que...
Bien. ¡Atención!
La ciudad entera en alerta por esos asesinos.
Calla. Un rumor acaba con la confianza más rápido que una bala. Ni menciones a los asesinos.
He oído historias sobre ellos. Espero que te equivoques.
Ahí, vosotros dos. Cerrad esas bocas antes de que os las tenga que cerrar yo.
Señor, sí, señor.
¡Oh, Dios! ¿Ahora qué? Gracias, señor.
El Tiburon is not messing around.
¡Cállate! Bien. Continuemos. Vosotros, seguidnos. Y esta vez no vayáis a meter la pata.
Really, dude, just open the chest.
¡Alto! ¡A vuestras posiciones!
Banging forward. Fell down already.
¡Listo para disparar! Podría darle esto la creta.
estoy! ¡Desdenlo ya! ¡Ja! ¡Y no te escaparás!
Calm down. I'm gonna have some fun with this anyway. If I can, this is it. This is what I wanted.
¿Tú? ¿A dónde quieres que vaya? ¡Vuelve aquí, sabandija! Esa rata está huyendo.
Permaneced alerta.
There we go. Now we wait.
You're done, Torres. Christ. This again, eh?
I'm glad I upgraded pistol shot.
¡Para, te digo! ¡Acercaos a él!
Thank you. That was
Can't
going to
score a
bang
hit
the
like
head.
this.
¡Acorralando!
Are you weak against bullets? How about gun?
Eight. An explosion, just to cap it all off.
If you could speak, mate, it would gladden me to hear your side. You humbled me once, and I took that hard lesson, and I bettered myself. Die, knowing that for all of our conflict, you helped make a soldier out of a scoundrel. Leave this life for a lasting peace, down among the dead.
That's essentially his Requiescat in Pace. But then he only says it like twice. The area, because the whole city's in drag. There's the assassin hero.
¡Lo tengo justo en la mira! ¡Lo veo directamente a tiro!
Jeez, there's no numbers on this one. I don't know how far I'm going. There we go.
We got word Torres left the city. Who were you chasing?
That vial was labeled Torres, but held the blood of his second. Where's he gone?
Left port this morning, heading west along the coast.
The observatory.
Will we follow?
Send word to Atabai. We've cornered our man.
Here we go. Let's see how this ends up, shall we?
Give me some speed!
What's this Torres doing looking for the observatory? When you're holding the treasure yourself?
Torres doesn't know I have it.
So why bring it to him and risk its capture?
I'd like him to know I have it, just before he dies.
Hey, boys!
Oh, that's right. I have to go around the island, don't I? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh,
That's the pride of Hunter!
Yo, men say, goodbye, fare ye well, goodbye, fare ye well. Oh, don't you hear the yeomen say, hooray! We'll heave him up and away we'll go.
I almost feel like I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. I almost wish this was like the camel. You set a waypoint, tell it to go, and you just take a nap.
For that is where
sleep it
the
off.
cocks do crow. We're all bound over the mountain. And if we drown while we are young, wavy Susie.
Can I go through there?
It's better to drown than to wait to be hung. We're all bound over the mountain. Oh, growl ye may, but go ye must. Wavy Susie
There's a storm over there
if you
brewing.
growl too hard, your head they'll bust.
Stay away from the fort, too. I remember the first time I played this game, I didn't realize that there was, you couldn't just beat up anything whenever you wanted. I attacked that fort when I was way too weak. Like, I must have tried for 2 hours, 3 hours before I didn't even give up. I just kept doing it. I was like, alright. And it took a long time. Long time.
We're too far out, Captain. Oh, poor old Stormy's dead and gone. Oh, poor old Stormy's dead and gone. Aha! Come along, get along, Stormy along, long. I dug his grave with a silver spade. I dug his grave with a silver spade. Aha! Come along, get along, Stormy along, John. I lured him down with a golden chain. Stormy along, boys, storm along. I lured him down with a golden chain. Aha! Come along, get along, storm.
See some land coming up there. Make sure that's not. Okay, stay to the south. And then go a little bit north so I don't get that. It's
I carried him away to Montego Bay. I carried him away to Montego Bay. Aha! Come along, get along, Stormy along, John.
There's gonna have to be another. I want to say island. Well, he has another little island over here. Just have to. That's what I'm talking about. That I have to watch. Gunboat? Oh no, schooner. Schooner. So yeah, that would have me worried. But I'm not worried about a frigate. So we're gonna try to finish this without maxing out our boat. Hope it goes well. Should be fine. That's it. Oh, we gotta go around. We gotta watch out for that fort though. Island here. Area. That's the island that I want. Not 100% there yet, because there's the fort right there. Fort Charlotte. I was gonna make this rough. I don't want to call it a fleet, but we're trying to get in a long bay. There's this guy, this man of war. Real nice. It's anchored. Take that out before we can get into the bay.
Edward, there's a fleet blocking the cove we want.
Aye, the Armada. That's Torres and his men.
And you're going to do what, exactly?
Find our way past them.
Center Isabella.
We're in the side!
Race!
Incoming ship! Guns up! There's a main They're in central Spanish!
Race for impact! Batten yourselves!
shut it down. Let's go. Very awkward. This actually wasn't too bad. Alright, let's go get in there and take care of Torres.
Who's this Torres? And what's your man done to earn a death sentence?
He's a Templar, like Rogers and Hornigold. Men cooking up schemes to use the observatory for ill purposes. For power and control. The violence you cause with this thing would be subtle but heavy. Deadly, yet leaving no mark. Does that make sense?
Like, if there was a drought and people was thirsty, and one man had a large cask of water but gave a sip to none, he'd be a killer with no blood in his hands.
Aye, like that.
Fair enough.
No, they're here. Deep in the jungle.
Where's your ship? Oh, that's the fevery thing.
Soldiers just there. What should we do? Jesus, look at all this. Corpses for miles.
They brought every ounce of menace they...
Shooting. Set the jungle on fire. Oh no, this isn't even dump. This is their village. Don't remember that being here last time.
¡Rápido! ¡Parad al canalla!
Didn't realize I kept up. Probably ended up moving back out.
What is it?
Later, Anne. I'll tell you all when this is finished.
I like that they used that Anne didn't have any records of her life or death after her stint in the Jamaican prison where Mary died. Turned her into Edward's quartermaster. I thought that was a really nice touch.
Holy Mother of God. Is this the place we've come to see?
Aye. Stand watch here, and let none follow.
Fits me that doesn't fight, side.
¡Mis piernas! ¡Mis piernas! ¡Venga, muévete! ¡No puedo! ¡Mis piernas no responden! ¡Déjalo! ¡Déjalo! ¡Moriremos todos! ¿Has oído? ¡Levántate! ¡No quiero dejarte aquí! ¡Será vuestro funeral! ¡Por favor! ¡Está aquí! ¡Perdóname, por favor! ¡No quiero morir!
You're on group then, mate.
Hemos activado algo.
¡No te acerques a eso! ¡Ha llamado una granada! ¡Lo tengo en mi línea de tiro! ¡Dios, no! ¡No! ¡Lo he encontrado! ¡Puedo abatirlo!
Dang it.
Hemos activado algo.
¡Registrarlo todo! ¡Hay que parar esta locura!
fault, not paying attention.
Hemos activado algo.
¡Registrarlo todo! ¡Hay que parar esta locura!
Hopefully I don't have to fight those guys again. We'll just do the climbing bits. Cool, climbing bits.
Power for ourselves and brought these miserable empires to their knees. There is so much potential in you. So much you have not yet accomplished. I could show you things.
Captain Kenway, ever a splinter in my side. Does this murder fulfill you?
I'm only seeing a job done, Torres. As you'd have done with me.
As we have done, I think. You have no family anymore, no friends, no future. Your losses are far greater than ours.
That may be. But killing you rights a far greater wrong than ever I did.
You honestly believe that?
You would see all of mankind corralled into a neatly furnished prison, safe and sober, yet dulled beyond reason and sapped of all spirit. So with everything I've seen and learned in these last years, I do believe it.
You wear your convictions well. They suit you.
Torres awakened something fierce. Are we safe?
With the device returned, I believe so.
What do you call this place?
Captain Kenware's Folly! Etsawol Tesu Tukila. Ka Wenen. We will seal this place and discard the key. Until another sage appears, this door will remain locked.
There were vials when I came here last. Filled with the blood of ancient men, Robert said, but they're gone now.
Then it's up to us to recover them, before the Templars catch wind of this. You could join us in that cause.
I will, but only after I fix what I mangled back home.
It arrived last week.
Oh, that's a very ugly face. Very ugly face.
Wakey, wakey. I don't believe we've been formally introduced. Not in this era, anyway. I wish I could explain all this strangeness, but there isn't much time. The short of it is, you saw my beloved Juno. And for a brief moment, I thought she might occupy this tender body of yours. But something went wrong. And now, she's back out there, adrift. Oh, she was magnificent once. One of a race of beautiful, wonderful creatures. They created your kind. Did you know that? Your people were tools to them. That's all you have ever been. That's all you should ever be. One day soon, I hope. For the world is nearly ready for her return. Wired. Prepared for a second coming. Uh-oh. Here they come. Those Templars. Or maybe assassins this time. Idiots. All of them. I envy you. It was her wish that I be here to greet her. It was her experiment that made it possible for my rebirth as one of these things.
Stay down! Get down on your back! Now! He's got a gun!
Guide me into the grave, beloved! I am your instrument!
Put the gun down! Drop it! Drop your weapon! Clear! Clear! Check his vitals. He's bleeding fast. Check the victim.
Are you okay? Can you hear me? Hello? Talk to me.
Well, and the
You
man's
alright?
all up in that biznatch.
There you are. Thank God. I hope you feel well. You look good. Can you stand? Good. Try walking around. A doctor came by, said there wasn't anything to worry about. That the liquid in the syringe was far, far below a lethal dose. I feel terrible about all this. About everything. All our evidence pointed to you, but it was John all along. God, the things we found on his computer.
Makes you wonder.
Whatever you need, we'll provide. You've done an amazing job. Speaking of which, our trailer is finished. Would you like to see it? I owe you that much.
Not really, but you're gonna make me.
There we go. I uploaded it to your database. You can watch it here or at your Animus. I think you'll love it. It really captures the essence of the era. So, take care. And again, thank you.
In a world where pirates rule the waves, these men will discover that nothing is sacred and everyone is committed to rum, plunder, and women.
Hola, ladies.
This summer, Abstergo Entertainment invites you aboard for the adventure of a lifetime. So sharpen your cutlasses, shine your hooks, and sail with the devils of the Caribbean. This virtual experience is not being rated.
Ridiculous.
And, well, what now?
Talk, you idiot! Look at the light!
Isn't that the battery? I think that's the battery. Hello? Hello? Look, sorry about this. My name is Sean, and back there is Rebecca, my partner in crime.
Hello!
Bloody good work earlier, honestly, I mean it, delivering us all that data. It's really just too bad that our man on the inside was such a, how
Yeah, like the Bounty one.
Fanatic is the best word, I suppose.
We take who we can get.
Exactly. Well put. We saw in John an opportunity to burrow deeper into Abstergo's cloud servers, and I'm not ashamed to say we took it. Not realizing, of course, that he was enlisting you to help him. And to blame, should anything go wrong. I suppose it all worked out very nicely in the end. Most of it, anyway.
What Sean really wants to say is, if you're up for more hacking, we are too. John gave you level 3 security clearance before he died. You should use it. The assassins don't have the resources to pay you like the Templars do, but we'll make it worth your while.
Look, we should really cut it short, Bex. 20 seconds.
All right. Good luck.
Cheers, mate. And top-notch work. Really top. Give yourself a pat on the back. And happy hacking.
Someone point this out before I head out, before we hop back in the Animus. Oliver Bowden, he has written every single Assassin's Creed video game adaptation, novel, tie-in until Odyssey. This gold one here is the Abstergo Industries Employee Handbook, if I remember right. Assassin's Creed 3 and Liberation. That one says Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. I'm not sure what Mundanus Subterranus is, but then you'll see another Assassin's Creed novel there. Forsaken by Oliver Bowden. Not sure what the middle one is, but I really would love to get a high-res image of this so I can zoom in and look at all of it, because that's pretty cool.
Gentlemen, how do you find it here?
It will work for us. But our goal must be to scatter our operations. To live and work among the people we protect, just as Altair ibn La'ahad once counseled.
Well, until that time, it's yours as you see fit.
Edward, Captain Woods Rogers survived his wounds. He has since returned to England, shamed and in great debt, but no less a threat.
I will finish that job when I return. You have my word.
He doesn't become a threat after that, if I remember his biography right.
Evening, Anne.
Edward?
I'll be sailing for London in the next few months. I'd be a hopeful man if you were beside me.
England's the wrong way around the globe for an Irish woman.
Will you stay with the assassins?
No, I haven't got that kind of conviction in my heart. You?
In time, aye. When my mind is settled and my blood is cooled.
Sail ho! Coming into the cove!
You're a good man, Edward. And if you learn to keep settled in one place for more than a week, you'll make a fine father too. Of all the money that e'er I had, I
It's called The Parting
spent
Glass.
it would come, and all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done, for want of wit, to memory now I can't. So felt the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Oh, here I had
We have a few more scenes to show, and then we'll
my going
talk about it.
and
Not really talk about it.
here I've loved. They wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you I'll gently and softly call. Good night and joy be with you all. Good night and joy be with you all.
Father, did you always know how to sail a boat?
The Jackdaw is a ship, Jenny, not a boat.
But did you always know?
No. No, I learned after leaving Bristol.
After you left Mother?
Well, I didn't leave without saying goodbye, that is. It was an arrangement, you see, between your mother and me.
She said you left her. She said you always talked about sailing a boat and making money in the New World.
I did always want to sail a ship. That's true. But not for a lark. To support us. To take care of her. And you.
Not me. Mother said you didn't know about me. She said you wrote only once a year and that she never knew where to find you.
That's all true, and I'm sorry for that. If I'd known earlier... I don't know. I might have come home. I hope that I would have.
Well, you were busy. That's what I think.
I was, but... that wouldn't have mattered.
Can I steal your boat?
Boat? I see no boat here. Do you?
Oh, I mean ship, obviously. I don't see the difference anyway.
Ah, it's a very simple one, Jenny. A ship can carry a boat, but a boat cannot carry a ship.
Why then, everything is a ship. Large and small. But for my toy boat, the one I take into the bath with me.
That's a clever way of seeing it. Is it hard to talk about Caroline, Jenny? About your mother?
No. She passed some years ago. I miss her, but it's all right.
Was she in pain?
I don't know. I don't think so. She was very happy for quite some time. Then, not so happy. I didn't see her much after that. Then, she was gone.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I wasn't there for you.
It's all right. You're here now. And we're on an adventure.
Only a little one, I hope. Can't handle too many more surprises.
Do you think we'll see a whale?
Yes, there's a very good chance.
And what about pirates? Will I see pirates?
No. Not much chance of that, I think.
Oh, that's rather sad. I should have liked to have seen one.
Tell you what, Jenny. As soon as these winds die a little, I'll let you steer the jackdaw. One little trick at the helm before sundown.
Yay!
It's cute. Their reactions with each other.
Miss Jennifer Kenway, may I introduce myself?
Jennifer Scott, if you please.
I'm sorry,
My daughter was raised by her mother, Caroline, until she passed away some years ago. Jenny prefers to use her surname to mine.
Please forgive my ignorance.
I will. She may not.
Father, help me.
This little rascal, however, is a Kenway. What's wrong, Hafen?
I can't see the stage.
Up we go. How's that?
Fine. But won't your arms tire?
Hey, I'm not so old as that. But if they do, then we shall quit this posh gig and go and meet your mother for some chocolate at White's. How's that sound?
Yes, please.
Okay, hush now.
It's nice to see it end where it begins, essentially. It's when we started 3, Hatham made a comment about seeing that play at that stage, and that's just kind of where we're at. So, that is the end of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, the main story. The next time you hop in, we will be doing the DLC Freedom Cry, where we are playing as Adewale. We are essentially done with the Kenways, except for a little bit of that seeing them in Rogue, which will begin in a few more days. So, until next time, I hope you have a great night.